Hey guys, excited to have you here. Today we're going to talk about the 21-day challenge that my school's putting on. And I think it's super awesome and I want you to know about it. So let's dive in. Thanks guys for sticking around. As always, if you guys could like this and subscribe to this, comment below, all of those things, interact with the other content, that would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate it. It helps so much build out this community. But let's get down to the business of this 21-day challenge. I sort of mentioned this in my last vlog video that this was going to be coming out, that we were going to be doing something together. Here at school, all the divisions, lower or elementary, middle, and our upper school or high school, we're all being asked if we want to join in on this 21-day challenge for the professionals, for our staff and teachers alike. And you could opt in. And if you opt in, you'd get a little sticker and a little button to sort of tell people you're in on this. And it's not to create any division, it's to create conversations. So people that are part of this challenge know who's in the challenge and who they can discuss and talk to about these things. This challenge for us this year, and this is our first year doing it, is to talk about equity and inclusion. Each day, if you opted in, you're going to get emailed sort of a little task for the day. It could be a light video to watch, an article to read, a little light task. So far, we're 3 days into this event, and we had two reflective days so far where we were told to sort of look. The first one, or yesterday's, was about looking whose voices are heard and whose voices aren't throughout the day. So just being a little more intentional, a little more observant with that. It was really kind of cool and eye-opening for me to sort of see in my classrooms who's sort of not heard and who is. At the lunch table, whose voice is heard, whose voice isn't. At different spaces like recess, whose voice is heard, who isn't. It was just kind of running through my brain, and I'm thinking about it as I walk through my day, and it was really, really kind of cool to see. And what the school did was email me, put that in motion, let me think about it, and it was kind of cool to see. It wasn't always who you thought. I just went in thinking it was going to be the loudest voice is always going to be heard. And you got that loud person at the meeting that's going to be heard. But it wasn't so. Like there were instances where sometimes the quiet voice was heard more because when they speak there was power to it, right? People knew that. It definitely made me realize and wrestle with the idea that respect is a key component here. Kids that had respect, teachers that had the respect of their colleagues were heard more. So it wasn't necessarily that loudest voice or the one that put out ideas the fastest or the quickest. There was plenty of that as well, but that was kind of a little nugget I saw, that respect is a key component to being heard and seen, so to speak. So nonetheless, we're doing this 21-day challenge to sort of build these conversations out and think about equity and inclusion. I would love to have you along for this. I am not going to vlog about it every day. Some of the stuff's personal and to sort of reflect and think about, but I am going to give sort of updates along the 21 days and would love for you to participate in it. And I'm going to include down below a link to the list of all 21 days, the challenges that we're going to do. And you, by all means, could participate in this challenge sort of with us. You're not going to be able to write on our Padlet that we have for people to sort of write about it, but you could do your own journal. You could comment below these videos. I would love to hear how your inclusion and equity sort of focus is going in your classroom and what things you're seeing happen in your classroom. Sharing it here it'd be awesome. It'd be powerful. And I'd love to have that conversation with you guys. I think it's so far 3 days in, I'm really liking it. And kind of one more thing about it, I do love that our school is offering this as sort of a shared experience for teachers. That kind of goes back to the buttons and stickers and like who's part of this and who's comfortable having these kind of conversations together and figuring all this out, this inclusion. So I guess that's all I have for you today. This was kind of my launch video of this 21-day challenge. 3 days in, liking it, and I'm going to definitely do some updates, and I want to hear where you're at on it. If you think you're starting and you're going to start, I'd love to just even hear below that you're in. That was the slide that our school sort of put up after they sort of went through, we can do this at the division meeting. Boom. The last slide was only one question left. Who's in? And I got that same question for you guys. Who's in? Who's going to do this 21-day challenge? Down below will be the link to the resource that we're going to use, and love to have you as part of it. And until next time, I'm MrMatera. Peace out.